Hello everyone. Welcome to Loving You to Health Energy Intuitive Guidance. I'm Evie. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Perfect time of day. It's early morning to just connect with Spirit and see what guidance Spirit has for us. Today, the question I wanted to ask, or the question that will be asked, is why haven't I found my soulmate? Why haven't I found my soulmate? Why is it that I haven't found that needle in a haystack? And a lot of us are just, if you're married, great, but there's people that either before they got married or before they found their person, that they were just wondering as to why they haven't come and when they were going to find them. So I hope this reading helps so many people. It, of course, is a pick a card reading. I enjoy pick a card readings and doing them for you because I just feel that you're drawn to the energy that you need to be drawn to. And if you pick the pile, then I feel, and you know that message was for you. And if you were intuitively guided to the channel, then the message is for you. If you have not subscribed to Loving You to Health Energy Intuitive Guidance, I hope that you would consider subscribing so that we can have some more time together and messages together. I am still working on getting the camera right. I have been reading tarot, for those of you who are new to the channel, for quite some time. I was almost like a closet reader, if you will, because I didn't want the world to know that I had this gift. But I am coming out now and just sharing the messages that I'm getting in this gift with the world, because after my awakening a couple of years ago, about 3 or 4 years ago, I just feel like there's something that maybe I say that can help someone out there. Even if it's one person that needed this message, then it is all worth it to me. All right, everybody. Well, we have 2 piles here. We have pile number 1, which is the Fairy Tarot. And I have an Amazon stone here. So there's the Amazon stone right there. Amazon is a beautiful, like pale greenish bluish color. Very beautiful. That is for pile number 1 with the Fairy Tarot. Pile number 2, you have a red jasper. So pile number 2, it's a red jasper stone here. And the tarot that's going to be used for pile number 2 is the Good Tarot. So pile number 1 with the Amazon stone is the Fairy Tarot. Pile number 2 is the Jasper stone or crystal with the Good Tarot tarot deck. I hope you guys enjoy your messages today and your reading today. Like I said, if you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing. Also, if you are interested in Reiki, I do offer distant Reiki. The information to get in contact with me is in the description box below. If you are interested in that, please include a situation that you may want me to focus on while I'm sending you the distant Reiki. If you are in the Phoenix area, I do offer mobile Reiki services as well as readings. And so, well, readings can be for anybody, right? So I do offer the mobile Reiki services, though, for those who are in the Phoenix area. Those of you who want a private reading, please email me at evelyn@lythenergy.com. Again, the description, all the information that you need, rather, is in the description box below. And I would love to provide those readings for you, or those Reiki services for you. So distance Reiki anywhere in the world, leave me an email and I will arrange a time to send you distant Reiki readings. Leave me an email and we will discuss reading options for you. And yeah, we'll go from there. I am also a Reiki master teacher. Anybody interested in becoming a Reiki 1 practitioner or a Reiki 2 practitioner, reach out to Evelyn at lythenergy.com as well. And then we can talk about what the process for that would be. All right, now that we got the housekeeping stuff out of the way, let us, as always, for those of you who are, ooh, I moved the camera. I didn't want to do that. Let's see if I messed up my shot. Nah, maybe it improved it. You know, sometimes things happen for its reason, right? Alrighty, everyone. So before we get started, I always enjoy doing a meditation exercise with you. Just a quick grounding exercise with everyone. Just so that we can invite our spirit guides, the divine, our communication angels, those that we would like to have present in our reading today. I'll invite you to invite your divine in and to let go of the days thus far. All right, everyone, take a nice deep breath in and let's let that go. I invite you to take loud exhales, just letting everything go, get grounded so that we can clearly hear what it is the Spirit is trying to say to us. Nice deep breath in and let it go. One more deep breath in and exhale out. All right. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate and love you all. Sending you tons of love and light. Take care. Hello, my pal number one people. Welcome. Welcome. If you've chose pile number one, I will be using the Fairy Tarot by Doreen Virtue. And that was the pile with the beautiful Amazon crystal. Again, the beautiful Amazon crystal. It's just like, I always like it. It reminds me of a beach. It's like turquoise, kind of light sky blue mix there. And I always found this stone to be very, very beautiful. So pile number one, we'll have that with us here today and go from there. Alrighty. So the question that we are asking Spirit today is, why have I not found my soulmate? You know, some people, you can see that question as, why haven't I found my true love? Like, what's going on? Why haven't they come into my life? And let's see what Spirit has to offer in regards to some answers to these questions. Alrighty, everybody. As I said in our meditation exercise, invite your spirit guides to come in, your guardian angels, your communication angels, to see what it is. Why haven't pile number one, why haven't they found their soulmate, Spirit? Why hasn't pile number one found their soulmate? Why haven't they found their soulmate? We'll shuffle the deck a couple of times. Why hasn't pile number one found their soulmate? All right. You know you're getting old when you're like shuffling the cards and you hear your bones cracking. That's not the greatest thing. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but I'm hearing it crack now, and I'm like, man, that doesn't sound too good. All right, so why, Spirit? Why hasn't pile number one found their soulmate? Why haven't they found their soulmate? Well, that jumped out, and so did that. Alrighty, so we got 4 cards, so we'll take them. A lot of earth energy. So we got the Ace of Autumn, or the Ace of Pentacles. And the Six of Autumn, Six of Pentacles, Two of Autumn, Two of Pentacles, and the Seven of Winter. Alrighty, and then the underlying energy of is the Ten of Autumn. So you definitely have a lot of Pentacles, and the Ten of Autumn, Ten of Pentacles is everything. It is everything. It is taking the steps forward for financial security, for your children, for your loved one, for making wise choices, for planning. So your underlying energy for why you haven't found your soulmate, it's almost like you haven't found them, pile number one, because you are working on you. You have things that you still need to address. You still have things that you need to do for yourself. And so it's almost like pile number one, you're not ready for your soulmate. You haven't met them because spirit knows that you're not ready for them, because you haven't worked on yourself and your goals and your ambitions. Like, you don't have your house in order. So because your house or your person is not in, like yourself rather, is not in order, then how can you get this soulmate? Because what happens is that then we pay more attention to the soulmate, to that love person, and we forget or sometimes put ourselves in the side and don't work on ourselves the way that we're supposed to work. Also, you want to be like a strong, assertive person with your faculties in order, before you even go and invite somebody new in your life. Because sometimes then we tend to, not everybody, pile number one, but sometimes people, if you get somebody in your life and then, we're all in that in love phase and just wanting to be with the person phase, then we kind of put our dreams, our goals, the things that we really need to put in order, we put that on the back burner. And so, pile number one, you haven't found your soulmate just yet because you got some work to do. You definitely do. So it has here, and you have a lot of, like I said, pentacles energy here. So it's like you're there. It's like you have tons of stuff that you have to do. You haven't found that soulmate because you have tons of stuff that you need to do, because you have goals. You have goals that are going to be pretty successful for you. They're just going to get you where you need to go, pile number one. So for our first card down here, you got the Ace of Autumn, or the Ace of Pentacles. It's like a windfall of money, advice, assistance from a very successful project, a happy change in your career. For some of you, pile number one, you may be very career oriented. You may be someone who travels for your job. You may be somebody who, you're building this business for yourself. And so, you don't go out. So, or you don't go out, or you don't really interact too much with people. So, you're not going to meet somebody that way, but at the same time, is this you're focused on yourself, your goals, your ambition, what you want to accomplish is what you're really focused on right now, pile number one. You're focused on yourself, and it's almost like you don't have time for this person. You don't have time for this person right now. You know what I mean? You got the Six of Pentacles too. Again, it's just you have the Six of Pentacles as well, and that's that the good that you do gives back to other people. Again, it's what are the Six of Autumn, Six of Pentacles? It's having what it is that you need right there. It's being grateful. It's borrowing from people correctly. It's getting. You're at the energy now of just getting your life in order, fixing things, getting things into order. Like I said, you haven't found your soulmate because you're in this Ten of Autumn energy. Everything's going great. You're trying to, like I said, continually grow, continually get that career, that life of your dreams. You're working on yourself. Okay. So with the Ace of Autumn, it's just you're happy. Your career is going to be changing. Like I said, you're doing you. You're doing you right now. So, Spirit knows that. Spirit knows, hey, you're doing what you're doing. You're growing in yourself. And what you're going to do, you're going to be able to just change lives. You're made for great purpose. For some of you, I don't know if you're doing things that you're helping the community, helping the homeless, or in these times you're helping people that are sick. You're trying to make leaps forward to help people. And so you don't have time to be in a relationship right now. You don't have time. You already have time for yourself. You have this Two of Autumn or Two of Pentacle energy that came out as well, which is like you're balancing life. You're balancing work. You're balancing everything that you have to do in order to be successful. So you don't have time really for that partner, right? You don't have time right now. This is not the time for them, but it will be. It's just right now you are working on yourself. You are working on you. Now the Seven of Winter came out. The Seven of Swords came out. And this is just about like being alone almost. So it's almost like really putting it out there for you, pile number one, that the reason that you haven't found that person is because you're working on yourself. You have a lot of things going on right now where Either you're starting a new career for some of you people, leaving that past behind, starting your own new business, starting your own new way of living, your own new life, your own new venture, that you have to clear all that up, organize all of that up prior to being able to really settle down with somebody. And then it's interesting because you have all this pentacle energy, and then I feel like this is even like validated more with the Seven of Winter or the Seven of Sword energy in the fairy deck is the Seven of Winter, because the card even says on itself, it's like there's a better choice, seeing things clearly, running away from the truth. So it's like this little fairy here, she's like working, she's overwhelmed, she has to like juggle everything, she's trying to make it, it's gonna come because the 10 of autumn, this windfall of happiness is coming. But you got a lot of things that you need to take care of and fix and get in order before you can go and find that soulmate, before you can find that love. But it will come. It will come once you have yourself together and in order. Once you have everything worked out for your career, your business, your life, your health, your whatever. It just seems like you want this so bad, but there's other options. There's something else. There's something else that we could say, hold on to the relationship, hold on, because you have things that you need to do. You need to build your house strong out of brick. You can't have it out of straw, so to speak, like the Three Little Pigs, or out of sticks. You need to have a brick house built, make sure that it is secure, and then after that, a better option will come, whether it's a better person, whether it's a better opportunity, where it will be the time where you are able to meet that soulmate, that love, that true love. For some of you, I feel, especially with this Seven of Winter energy, it's like some of you are in a situation where you are with somebody, and it's almost like that person makes you feel like, at times anyways, that you are in this 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Autumn energy. Like you feel like it's amazing. You feel like this may be the one. You have good times together. It's great. And you're juggling your life. You're juggling between this person and it almost feels like you're juggling between that person and them making you feel good, but then there's the times where they don't. So it's almost like you're because you're desperate. For some of you in pile number one, like you're desperate to have this love, to be in a relationship already, to have kids, to start your family, to start your life. It's almost like for a certain group in pile number one that has chosen this reading, and it just feels like you need to wait to see if the better option is gonna come its way. So although this looks amazing, just make sure that you know that there's possibly a better option out there. And maybe sometimes you and this particular person that you're with, you guys have such up and downs, as a sign from spirit to be like, hey, take the time to let this go. Don't put all your eggs in this particular basket. Just figure out what you want to do in your life. Where do you want to grow? Where do you need to heal? And realize that you need to stop lying to yourself. And make sure that you understand that there is a better option out there. I feel like somebody needed to hear that. So don't lie to yourself and try to force a relationship to be what it is that you want it to be. Because if a relationship is what you want it to be, if it's loving, nurturing, you don't have to force it. You don't have to look at all the good examples about how that one person is amazing, right? Because they just are. And you don't really question like, are they good for you? Is this worth it? Am I gonna make a mistake in leaving them? You don't question that when it's meant to be, because although there may be ups and downs, because they're in every relationship, when that energy is of like peace and harmony and what you're supposed to be with even with a fight, because I can say peace and harmony, and couples are gonna argue here and there, but when the core of it is love and the argument is just a bump in the road, not a natural disaster, then that's one thing. But for some of you, like I said, who have chosen this pile, it just seems as though you need to make sure that you're looking at your options and making sure that you realize that there may be something better out there. fix yourself. And it's almost like for this person, this group that I'm talking to, is I feel like you guys know that I'm talking to you. You know exactly that I'm talking to you. You're like, I want this true love. I'm seeing him in eyes of love. I know it. I don't want to let him go. I can't. I keep holding on to him. I keep holding on to this negative person, this deception, I just keep holding on to him, and I don't know why I'm holding on to him or her. Like, I don't know why, but they're great. They're a good person. They're a sweet person. They're a good father. They're a good this. They're a good that. Because you have to take that one character trait to make them be amazing. But I just feel for some people in this group, like I said, you need to realize that might be the illusion that you want. You want this 10 of autumn. This 10 of autumn is going to come. Once you fix your house, this 10 of autumn is going to come when you understand that there's a great opportunity that's coming from you. You know what I mean? Just grow, share what it is that you know with yourself. And then make sure that when you're working, that you're balancing it out, that your whole life is a balance, that it's not all work, that you have play, that you have time to know what's important, what's not. Self-care, self-love. And then, of course, your business, love, care. Take care of yourself. Get your situation in order. Balance yourself out. Because the Two of Autumn, Two of Pentacles, all about balance, right? Balance yourself out. Get yourself situated. And then, then at that point, you've made room for this new love, this soulmate to come through. So there's the group of people that are with somebody and they need to really see that situation for what it is and heal themselves and just, go through the process so that you can decide clearly without blinders on which way you need to go. For others, this dude is coming, but you got some internal work to do. You gotta clear yourself. You gotta heal yourself. You gotta make yourself a strong, independent person whose life is together. I mean, we're not all like 100% together, right? But together enough where you're not expecting or wanting a person to come into your life so that they can bring you the happiness. You need to be happy before you expect someone to bring you happiness. You can't, rely on anybody to bring you happiness. If you are hoping that, so if I get a boyfriend, if I get a soulmate, I'm going to be happy. Well, then you're not really happy, right? Because God forbid that doesn't work, or, spirit forbid that doesn't work. Then what? Then you're depressed again, and then you're starting a vicious cycle. In order to be a soulmate, to get a soulmate, to have a relationship, you need to bring your life in balance. And the goal, of course, is to be that person that is your soulmate will come in and they have gone through the same journey of getting themselves balanced that you have. And so hopefully, then after that, then, it's a beautiful relationship because you guys both bring something to the table. Let us use... I will say we're going to use the Messages of Life deck by Mario Duguay. I probably didn't pronounce that right. But we're going to use these message deck to see if Spirit has any additional messages for pile number one. Why is it that pile number one hasn't found their soulmate? Why is it that pile number one hasn't found their soulmate? This one, I'll read all of them because, I feel like maybe it's something that somebody needs to hear. When they fall out like that, sometimes I'll just take a card and I won't. But then with this, I feel like, things for a reason. Things happen for a reason. Your underlying energy, pile number one, is unconditional love. So I don't know if you guys can see that. I think you can. Okay, so unconditional love. Today I choose to see the light in everyone. I seek the divine in each being and I accept others as they are. I bring compassion to all my brothers and sisters of the light. I offer unconditional love to everyone I meet. I join my soul with theirs so that we may grow in universal love. That's right. Your soulmate is the energy, right? So we're going to grow in universal love with our soulmate. We're going to accept them for who they are. But we're going to also, you have to discover yourself. You need to understand that we are loving somebody unconditionally, but you also have to love yourself in that unconditional love. And so you need to make sure that, although you're looking for that soulmate, you're looking for that love, love yourself and then love others, because once you love yourself, you can see if that person that is coming in, if they're good for you or if they're not good for you. So just something to keep in mind, pile number one. So a couple of the life messages that you have is discovering. And discovering here is just a pretty card. I tell you, these cards are beautiful. I just want to go zoom in a little bit so you can see the picture on it. There you go. Okay. So it's discovering. Today I release my old beliefs, my old convictions, and preconceived notions. In their place, I seek new ideas, innovation, endless possibilities. I'm adaptable. I am able to see beyond my previous limitation and discover greater worlds inside of me. That's perfect how that energy comes under the Ace of Autumn. Ace of Autumn is by having everything that you need. You're discovering yourself. You're growing. You're realizing that anything old, anything that no longer served you, you're letting go. You're building a stronger foundation for yourself. That love's going to come. That soulmate's going to come. And the second card that came out for you is all that is. All that is. Okay. All that is. Today I notice the love that powers all of life. I see each tiny part of the universe as an expression of that love. I am aware of the presence of God in all things. I open myself to this magic. I marvel at the splendor of all that is, all that is, of which I am truly part of. Excuse me. So again, you're noticing everything around you. This is a growing phase for you. This is a self-discovery phase for you. This is a time, like I said, before you can have somebody come into your life, you need to figure yourself out. You're going to figure yourself out. And then in the middle of your energy here, so right there, is a gift from life. Each day, life offers me abundant proof that the universe loves me. Every day, God sends angels to help me. Today, I will receive an angelic message. It may come from someone with whom I speak or from words that I read. I will listen closely, as this message is a divine gift meant to help me make my way in love and maintain my spiritual strength. Right in the middle of your energy is like life, spirit, divine. It will give you this gift you're seeking for. Just have faith that it'll come, but it'll come in the time that it's supposed to come. It's not ready. You're not ready for it just yet. I feel pile number one, you have to wait. You have to not be broken. I feel like you just have to pick up those pieces, not be broken, in order for that beautiful love to come towards you. And of course, after that, we get unity. Oh, do you see that? I think you see that. There we go. Yep, unity. Today, I bring my attention to the present moment, where I become one with my inner light. I find myself centered in my heart and begin to glow in my own divinity. Union with my inner light provides me a wise and stable base from which I can live every day of my life. I'm telling you, I say it in all my readings, but I mean it. Spirit does not lie. It's like you need to find your love, your unity. You need to find yourself before love can come in. Unconditional love yourself to get that 10 of Pentacle energy. Just love who you are, become the best you possible, and it's almost like you attract that person that deserves the best you possible. And then our last little energy card is appreciation. I don't think, there you go. Okay, so appreciation. I am grateful for the abundance in my life as I direct my thoughts towards all that is wonderful in my world. My troubles and worries lighten. With full heart, I appreciate all that I have. Today, I accept what is, as it is, and choose to be satisfied. I express my loving thanks to the universe for the wealth that is mine. So, pile number one, be thankful and grateful for everything that you have right now. And even though you may not have that soulmate or that true love just yet, be thankful for everything in your life and the blessings that you do have. Be thankful for the opportunity that you'll have to fix yourself, to grow, to build that strong foundation of your life. And the more thanks and grateful and appreciative we are, right, the more that spirit just gives us and sends to us. You know, listens to the messages in life. Listen to something that triggered you, a word, a conversation, something that makes you make maybe the decision that you need to make in order to go forward. For the people in the second group where in pile number one, where they're with somebody and they just have to almost, fix themselves to see really what the situation really is, and to look at their situation or relationships with the blinders off. Really strongly coming through for you guys in particular is to listen, whether it's the next couple of days or a week or whatever, or whenever you hear this video, because I feel like spirit, your intuition, whether I record it and you listen to it like the next day, or you kind of just scroll down the channel and it's 5 months from the date that this is published. This is for you, for sure, for you. And what I would say is listen to what the person in question, the partner that you have now that you're looking at through eyes of like blind eyes, just listen to words that they say, a trigger, something that just is like, God, they say it all the time. God, they always have the same excuse. God, this pattern always is something that triggers you. Just listen to it because it's something that spirit is telling you, hey, knock, knock. That's the sign that things aren't going to change. So I feel the second group in this pile number 1 reading, that message is for you. The first group is get your situation in order, get your job together. If you're a person that is very successful and has wealth and has great, share what it is that share what it is that you can with those who maybe need guidance, for those that need support, just fix yourself overall, mind, body, and spirit, and that soulmate will come to you. That soulmate will definitely come to you. Well, pile number 1, I think that's where I'm going to leave this. Just have faith that soulmate is going to come to you. That true relationship is going to come to you. They're not there because you're not ready. They're not there because you're broken. For some of you, you just need time to make your life finally what it is that you want it to be. And then after that, then you will have that lovely soulmate love come and see you. All right. Hope you subscribe. I would love it if you did. I hope that you enjoy. Sending you tons of love and light. Take care. Hello. Welcome, pile number 2. Oh, I keep kicking this camera. I don't know. I did it for pile number 1. I think that Spirit's trying to tell me that my angle is off. So I'm just going to leave it where it was kicked to, and we'll go from there. All right, pile number 2. The question that we're asking today is, why haven't I found my soulmate? Why haven't I found my true love? What's going on? Spirit, let me know why he or she hasn't come into my life. Let's see what Spirit has to say. If you've picked this pile, we are using the Good Tarot, and the crystal that we decided to have on top of that, or that was on top of that, is this beautiful red jasper. I don't know if you can see that. Like I said, the camera's a thing for me. I promise a month from now or so, I will get it together. So, alrighty. And so, why is it that we haven't met our soulmate yet? What seems to be going on with that? Pile number 2, that's what we're going to ask, okay? I invite you to invite your spirit guides in so they can give us a reason why, right? Spirit, why is it that pile number 2 hasn't found their soulmate yet, Spirit? Why is it that pile number 2 hasn't found their soulmate? Why is it that pile number 2 hasn't found their soulmate yet? Why is it that pile number 2 hasn't found their soulmate yet? Okay. Let's see. Let's cut the deck. And then we will get started and see as to why we haven't found our soulmate yet. All right, pile number 2. Why is pile number 2 not found their soulmate? Oops. Okay, and that came out, and that wanted to be in reverse, the Page of Water. So I normally don't read reversals, but that was clearly in reverse. So we will go with that. Okay. So we'll dig a little deeper into this Page of Water being in reverse in a little while, but let's start with your overall energy, the Hierophant. The Hierophant, for some of you guys, I feel like you just, it's time for you to go within. It's time for you this is all about just spirituality and having faith in the divine. I feel that you just have to have faith that your person is coming. Right now is just meditate, pray, ask spirit and the divine, build, you know how they have to build a bear? Build a guy or build a girl, build a soulmate, build, pray for that person that you pray for that person that you want. Pray for the card, or meditate on it, or just like I said, speak to spirit, and just I feel for some of you guys, like I said, you have to like. It's almost like you are the type of person that you kind of just, just have had breakup upon breakup upon breakup in the past, and it's like you're closed off to it because of people that you thought were going to be great and wonderful partners in life turned out to be the most terrible people ever. And it's almost like a fear that comes with having a new relationship. Although you want a new relationship, there's fear that comes behind it because you're like, you don't want to waste your time again. You don't want to add another marriage to your list. And so pile number 2, I just feel like you need to go within. Your overall energy, being the Hierophant, is just like go within, pray, meditate, and discover, and speak out to the universe what it is that you are looking for, what qualities you are looking for in the person. You have the 2 of Earth here, which is again like just being balanced and just balancing out what it is that you want. Ask for that balanced person. Ask for the yin and the yang in the person that you're looking for. And it's also the 2 of Earth, and 2 of Earth, or 2 of Pentacles. It's also about having faith in the divine. The divine is going to bring to you the person or the situation that it is that you need, that is for you. So have faith. Let go of the control of when it's going to happen, but pray for it. Wish it to existence, and it shall happen. Wish it into existence, and this shall happen. Now, the King of Fire is all about religion as well, spiritual leader, spiritual growth, spiritual leader. Who knows? Maybe for some of you, go to church and change your life around, and you're not saying, oh, I'm going to meet my husband in church, because that used to be a thing, like a bad thing back in the day, like, oh, that person only goes to church to meet their husband. No, but for some of you, I feel through your spirituality, through your spiritual growth, some of you maybe are looking to grow in spirituality, are looking or are starting that awakening process. Well, together, if you keep on doing that and maybe seek a place that makes you feel comfortable, a church, a group, a Reiki exchange, a spirituality exchange, go get a reading, go to a spiritual retreat. Who knows if you'll find that person, that king, or, again, gender neutral spirit, king or queen, I feel, just for people, like that loving spiritual teacher, that person that you guys can grow together in your spirituality. Maybe is a person that loves the divine just as much as you love the divine, and that's your future partner. This Page of Water that came out in reverse. So the Page of Water normally means like fun, like innocence, ready to take on the world, ready to do anything, ready for, just ready to take on the world, childlike innocence, loving, joy. And it came out in reverse, and I just feel that for some people, it's just like, you've lost that. You've lost that innocence. Maybe for some of you, just lost that innocence. Maybe had something bad, negative happen to you, that when it comes to the joy of finding a relationship, the joy of being in a relationship, you don't have that freedom, that free spirit of being like, oh, you know what, I'm gonna just be happy and joyful, go with the flow. For some of you, I feel like you've experienced some trauma in your life in regards to relationships or people in general, that you don't trust a lot of people. So it's kind of hard to want to leave yourself open to a relationship when you're dealing with having negative things that have happened to you. And I feel for that particular group of people that it's a matter of just sticking to your spirituality, sticking to whatever that is for you, whether it is religion, whether it's yoga, whether it's Buddhism, whatever it is to you that makes you feel spiritual, more connected to the divine. I think this is your time to do that so that you can heal. Through that healing process, you'll find your soulmate. through that healing process, you'll allow yourself to be open to the possibility of a romantic relationship, knowing that you will be safe and that you will not be harmed. Some people, I feel like you needed to hear that you will not be harmed. Don't rush into it, right? Because if something is truly soul, divine, created and made to happen, then divine is going to make it happen. They will remove the obstacles. They will remove the challenges. They will allow you to see clearly what it is that A, what you want, desire, but B, what is good for you. It's not rushing into things. A lot of times, because we want it yesterday, right? We are all impatient, I feel, and we want our things now. Nobody wants to wait. I mean, look at the world of Amazon, everything. We get next day delivery. I mean, none of us want to wait for anything. And so I feel like for pile number 2, this is a reminder to wait. This is a reminder to go within. This is a reminder to let go of control issues and let the divine take over. This is a reminder that person hasn't come for you yet because you're not being patient about it. And for some people in this group, I feel like you go out to relationship, whether you see like red flags telling you, I shouldn't go with this person, I need to stay away from the situation. Your loneliness drives you, and you're like, you know what, frick it, I'll just do this shit now, because at least it'll entertain me for a while. So this is good for the time being until something better comes along. Well, the problem with that mentality, sometimes pile number 2, is that you end up closing yourself off to the opportunities, to the gifts that universe is trying to give you. The universe is trying to give you something amazing, but you can miss it being in the mist and the turmoil of being with that person that you shouldn't be with, or that negative environment. You're not leaving yourself open to actually experience life and see what the universe is trying to put in front of you. So pile number 2, I feel like your whole reason at this point for not having your soulmate, or not finding your soulmate, or not having them in your life, is almost because for some of you, you're not allowing them to come in. For others, or the first group, like I said, you guys have to just go within, just spiritually, build a guy, build a girl, build the person of your dreams, talk it into existence. My wife has blah, blah, blah. My husband would have whatever, they're loving, caring, whatever, or sarcastic or whatever. Some people like that, right? So it's whatever it is that would make you your partner of choice in life, make your happiness happen. Focus on that. And then after you focused and thought about it and meditated on it, just blow it into the universe and let the universe deliver what it is that they're going to deliver to you. Have faith in that. Others, if you feel like right now is the time to get in touch with your spirituality and your spiritual side, and grow on that. Take some classes in regards to spirituality, whatever it is that you're into. If you're into like tarot readings and stuff and you want to learn more about it, then take classes on that. Or go to a church, or get a spiritual or mentor leader, or just learn, just almost like not learn, it's like surround yourself with that energy and with those people, and you'll find your soulmate in that group. For some of you, others, once you build it, the universe will give it to you. The biggest thing I feel is just having faith that the divine will deliver. The divine will deliver when it's the right time, and when they feel as though you're ready. You're ready to accept it, to nurture it, and to like a plant, to let it grow. Like that's the goal. You have to nurture, water the relationship, yourself, your relationship with divine. And it will grow. Things will come to you. Your soulmate will come to you. The life that you're looking for will come to you. From my page of water in the verse, people, I just feel like I said, like if you've been hurt, it's challenging to start a new relationship because you are afraid of what the future hurt is going to be. But for this particular group that have been hurt, multiple relationships, don't rush into anything. Take time to heal yourself, pray and meditate. Take time so that this energy can heal and leave room for the positive energy that is going to come. you know. So I am also going to use messages of life and messages of life guidance cards. I'm just going to shuffle them to see what it is that is waiting for any additional messages that Spirit may have in regards to for pile number 2 for while their soulmate hasn't come yet. Where is my soulmate? Why hasn't he come? Why hasn't she come? What's going on? Let's see what else Spirit has to say to you guys. These cards, when the cards are bigger, it's hard to shuffle. I'm like stretching out my fingers here, but oh, hold on. Sorry, there's some. Do apologize. All right, there we go. Okay, what is it that Spirit wants pile number 2 to know about their relationships? What is Spirit want pile number 2 to know? Spirit don't lie. I keep saying it. So your underlying energy with this deck is I discover who I am. Today I discover the riches that lie within me. I acknowledge my true self. I see myself as an unlimited being and marvel at the beauty of my life. I recognize the wealth of possibilities available to me as a being of light. As I learn who I am, I recognize the divine in me. Learning who you are, going within, learning your spirituality, taking a moment to meditate, to focus on the inner self, on healing yourself. That is important for you, pile number 2. Your soulmate will come as soon as you heal inside. Of course, your first energy is I connect with heaven and spirit. You have the Hierophant. You have the King of Fire. All about religious and spiritual growth and spiritual harmony. That's what these energies are, really. And so, of course, now with our messages of life, we have I connect with heaven. Today, I turn inwards and connect with the heaven within. From this place of peace, I can see that a situation I have resented is actually an ideal opportunity to work on my inner self. I understand that such experiences are necessary for my growth. Thus, I accept situations and now live each day in serenity. You're connecting with heaven. Anything for those people who had the page of water or in that reverse page of water energy, where that childlike innocence and that childlike happiness is gone because something happened. Connect within yourself inside. Know that those experiences may have happened to make you grow, although unpleasant. They maybe help you to grow in some way. And so now it's the chance to use that as an opportunity to get closer to heaven and to get closer to the divine. And the second card that came out was Inner Power. Inner Power. Today I choose to see myself as significant. I acknowledge my true strength. I remain steadfast in the face of adversity. If I stumble, I pick myself up, knowing that I am filled with the power of the universe. I accept and appreciate myself in every way. I contain the most precious treasures of this world within me. The universe shines through me. It's connection with the universe, loving the universe, having that spiritual awakening, that spiritual regeneration, if you will. It'll change your life. It'll make you just see things in a light that you never thought that you can see. Pile number 2, I feel like your soulmate is ready once you're ready spiritually, emotionally, when you have connected to divine, when you have grown in your inner strength and your inner acceptance. That is when your soulmate will come to you. And that's maybe why they're not there right now, because you're not ready for them just yet. Okay, the next card, last card, is the Inner Sense. The Inner Sense. Let me see that. There we go. Today, as I quiet the noise in my mind, I become aware of the voice in my heart. I listen closely to my inner voice. I trust myself and develop confidence in my intuition. My inner truth is divine truth. I allow it to influence and guide me every day. This right here is the perfect ending to your reading pile number 2. It's like you have inner sense. You know that you listen to the divine. You listen to your intuition. Grow your intuition. Grow that gift of spirituality. Grow that gift of speaking to divine and knowing your heart and knowing in your heart what feels right, what doesn't feel right. And listen with ears of love to what spirit is trying to tell you. Sometimes we want, this soulmate, we want this person. Similarly with pile number 1, of course, the issues there were a little bit different. But for pile number 2, you're totally about your spirituality. You're totally about, once you get your spirituality in check, your love with the divine, your inner peace, your inner knowing, your inner strength together, and you get into a place where it's in harmony, your soulmate will come. And until, we all got some work that we need to do, right? So until this work gets done, then afterward, then you'll be ready for that soulmate energy. And the goal, of course, would be that soulmate energy, if they had their own journey that they had to go through, rather, that they did so as well, so that when you come in harmony, it'd be a beautiful divine relationship, maybe a twin flame relationship, who knows. Maybe next reading I'll do will be twin flames for sure. Alrighty, everyone. Well, I do hope that you enjoyed the reading. If you haven't subscribed, I would ask that you consider to do so. I hope that you enjoyed the reading, and until I see you next time, I'm sending you tons of love and light. Take care.